Hello, Aries. Welcome to your April 2021 Tarot and Oracle reading. I skipped March because I had my mobile phone was broken, so I couldn't tape any videos, so I just skipped that month. So I am now doing April. So I'm switching it up again. I just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm Aquarius. I have to switch it up. I tried the old way. Now I'm going to try something new. I still cannot decide how to go with these readings, and hopefully one day I will reach one when I will just stick to it. But I will try something new, and I will also try it because now I'm doing it much sooner before the April starts. So I have some time to, to do this different kind of reading. And also it's a good practice for me. So we'll see how it will go with this month's readings. I don't know how you've been doing. We will see probably with the cards and everything, but I don't know, everything seems to be kind of like in a loop for me. Things kind of repeating and coming over again. Not quite the same, but almost exactly the same. It's really weird. But yeah, nothing very negative or something like that. It's just, kind of like, I think this is the spring, the weather is wild, the things are starting to bloom, the weather, one day it's hot, the next day it's cold, it's rain, it's sun, all of this. But yeah, I don't have anything to complain, actually. So hopefully that's the same with you. And you're feeling okay and good in your life right now. But if you're not, it's fine too, okay? We will now see and get some advice for you for April. And we will get a very extensive reading this time. I kind of tried that short one, but then I want to switch it up to the long one because I'm still not doing the extended, and I want you guys to get as much messages as you can get. So first, this month I will start readings with the Moonology deck. I want to get some, well, maybe new moon messages, but wow, that's a lot for you, but also for everyone in collective, for all the signs, and hopefully we will get some nice messages. Okay, so let's see for Aries for April 2021. What are the messages? We got one. Is this the last one? Is there anything else we need to get? One more shuffle, and that's it. Okay, so first advice is emotions are running high. Okay, so maybe you are in some emotional period where you need to, yeah, see how things are going to go. And it says supermoon. Last month the moon was so huge. Like, it was literally like on this picture. I was so surprised because it was, sorry. Oh. This just happens in these times. It's just this spring thing for me. I just start yawning for no particular reason. Yeah, I wanted to say that sun and the moon were huge, and I just couldn't believe how they look like. Like, couple of, like, last week, I think the sun was literally burning and looked like a huge ball, and the moon also, I've never seen such huge moon. And even though this says supermoon and supermoons should be like huge, this one wasn't a supermoon, but it looked more like supermoon than ever. Anyway, we'll see what's going on with that. I will try to get, okay, let's get one more. Okay, 3 more cards. Good. That's much better. Emotions are running high. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay, so we are getting there. Since if emotions are running high, there's probably something that we need to communicate, like clearly probably, and this will be the key to finding a solution. Then meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I think this one is new moon in Pisces, if I'm not doing so. There is the perfect period for you now to meditate and contemplate. Okay, even though it's not April, still it's good to use the energies. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal move. Cardinal moon. Oh my god, I'm switching move and moon. Maybe there's something about you. Move when there is moon or something like that. Anyway, maybe there is some message for you here. So if you are in emotional state, communication is the key, meditation and contemplation also, but also you have to be bold and make the first move in whatever is happening. So cool, we got the 4 cards, and this is how I'm doing the reading today. I will try to pull a card for each week. So first I'm going to pull like the general energies card with this archetypal energies. Then the second row will be general messages for you for this month and also for each week. Then the love messages, and last ones are like possible outcomes or advice. We will see how it will go. I think maybe advice, but also throughout the all reading you are getting some advice. So the last row is definitely like possible outcome. Look into the future. Okay, look at the end of the weeks. Okay, so let's see. I will first pull all the cards because it will take too much time if I just go one by one. So I will turn them backwards so I don't see them. So like I said, 4 cards for each week. So this first was the archetypal energy, but also the energies of each week for each month. Second card, I will use Tarot of the Spirit. Second part. These are the general, like I said, general energies, messages, whatever it needs to come out for that week. And of course, we will look all 4 in a row so that we can see like the whole month energy. Okay. So 4 cards for this row for each week. Then I need, okay, I'll put this here. So for the love part, I'm using Fountain Tarot. I haven't used it for a long time and I really like it. So we will use that. So give me some love messages. Love messages for April for Aries. Okay. No, okay, I will take it. I said I won't look. It's not that. That one is not it. Love. Okay. I think that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last but not least, wonderful Prisma Tarot. That we will use for that outcome or the last messages of the month or advice. We will see how it will go. So this is my first time I'm doing this kind of reading, so I'm trying to be very like spontaneous while I'm doing it. So please have understanding for me. Okay. And if this works, then I will probably use this more often. Okay, so outcomes of each week and advice for the month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the love part I will explain with the love oracle. So that's also something different. So first of all, I will go and open each week like this. And then when everything is open, we will discuss the whole month. Okay? I'm using these cards. It's Muse and, of course, Light Sears, all in one bundle. I know it's a huge deck of cards, but that's what I wanted. I like it. And now I think it's best for if there's a need for a certain clarification and where I will need to clarify, which I will use this deck for you. So that's the cards are shuffled. So let's go. First week of April, the general energy and the start. We start with the Thanatos. And it was turned actually like this. Which is like, usually it should be like that or like that, but it was like this. So, Thanatos. And there is like a hand, a black pearl, leg, head, someone's head. There's like a lot of this spider webs, which means that probably there is some connection in it, but we'll see. Let's open first everything and then we'll see. The general advice, or the general advice, the general card for that week is Six of Fire, which is here glory. Six of Fire is usually Six of Wands. And we also, here it's called glory, but usually it's called victory. So we will see what is that. In the love department, we have the Tower in reverse. And the last outcome, a possible outcome of this week is Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so since the first cards are the archetypes and I'm not so good with that, so I will definitely read from the book to see this, where this general energy comes from and what does it actually mean. So the Thanatos, that's okay here. Okay, so it says death. Oh my god. So for Thanatos, it's very, very, very clear. Just death. It's just death. So death of something, definitely, but we will see what. It is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as transformation, but the true archetypal resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth. Witnessing the ending of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos, and it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually with more compassion and wisdom to share. The capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. When this card appears, it signifies an invitation into the underworld. When light, grieving mourning being witness to all that is. When dark, fear of insensitivity to old age, illness, the dying. Go Deeper, The Mover by Philip Larkin. There are those with a great gift for navigation, navigating Thanatos energy. Thankfully, we find these generous souls in emergency rooms, hospitals, hospice centers, and the like. Facing Thanatos death leads us to truth. Wow. Well, that's a hard one. I mean, it's not a hard one. We all face death in some way. It's interesting that you got this in the first week of April as some general energies. I'm not sure what it is that is starting all this situation. I'm not sure whether some of you will like have some death situation in your life, or maybe or somebody passing away, or maybe you will just contemplate a bit more about this, and this will be something that is like going over your head. Whatever it is, we will clarify. Oh, it's Page of Wands. Well, it's clarified with the Page of Wands, which for me it's like a very like moving energy. So maybe this is something that is keeping you from moving forward. Maybe this is something that you need to deal with. You have a fear of death, so accepting the death as a normal cycle in life and looking into that deepest and darkest parts of yourself will make you feel a bit like victorious, because the next card is, like I said, Six of Fire, and it's glory. And this is a victory card, which means that you really like accomplish something, you reach your goal. There will be a feeling, and fire is also like your like your element. So it seems like you will definitely go. And the Page of Wands is also moving energy, so that your fire will kind of light up your week in that and push you to go to a different phase. Or even if this is not a bad phase, maybe it is something that you need to like really deal with and go maybe deeper in. Okay, let's clarify glory. The High Priestess. Yes, it's definitely going into the like unknown, and like it says here up for the Thanatos, it's like going into the underworld, invitation into the underworld, and the High Priestess clarifying the victory. It's like, go deeper, go beyond, go somewhere where it's hidden, go where you usually don't want to go. Dig a little deeper in your life, try to reach that part of your life where you are most afraid. Maybe if you had some issues with death, or somebody passing away, and you didn't dealt with it in the right way, you didn't like feel that feeling, okay, now I'm ready to let go. Maybe this is the time to kind of like deal with that. Maybe this is the time to definitely go deeper within you, and see what it is, because it's definitely bringing you to move. It's bringing the feeling of victory, the feeling of accomplishing something. And I think this is something that you should definitely do. Try and go into the hidden realms, maybe go into the spiritual world, maybe connect with the spiritual world. Everything is here, in that part. Love, we have the Tower in reverse. It seems as though something is not finishing, something is not breaking down, so to say, because Tower will just crash something that needs to be crashed, even though you accept it or not. But it seems like something is not going to crash. And I like this card because usually when you have this when it's in normal way, there's like a huge rock falling and there's fire. But here it's kind of like, it's standing on top of it, which means like almost like like Survivor. I'm still standing. Okay, I'm still standing. And we'll clarify it. It says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. So definitely you should think about calling in your soulmate. Who would that be? Who is this person? Because you're still standing, you're still there, there is still love in you, you still want to share your love with someone else. So probably you should more like be more vocal about to yourself, especially what kind of person would be your soulmate. Who is this? How does he or she look like? Okay, so calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualization help bring you together. And the last card is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is the end of this week and also the outcome of this week. There is something turning. Okay, something will trigger the wheel to turn, and we'll see what that is. Oh, and it's a celebration. Okay, it's ending in celebration, in a Probably for some of you, even if you manage to call in your soulmate or you're connecting with your soulmate, this can be a wedding, this can be some social event, this can be some like soul tribe gathering, okay, something like this. So the wheel will definitely turn from this gloomy start, from the Thanatos and going into the deep underworld and unknown and parts of yourself and the psyche that is like scary, to a wonderful celebration. So this week is going to be a lot, but we'll see, how things will go. Okay, second week, you have the Sustainer. The Sustainer is a card about, well, someone who is trying to keep things together, who is trying to make, not be, and it's actually asking you, like there's a question of this card, is whether you are sustaining or you are sustainer. Whether you are doing like, wait, I will not say, I don't want to say this wrong. So I will find it, the card, because it's a really good card. And I can see Aries kind of having this, just a minute. Yeah. Okay, it's here. So the stainer, the one thing that I really like about this card, and the question, where is the question? Okay, so it says, take a note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life more accurately? So in the next week, in the second week of April, you will kind of you will have dealings with that. So, okay, just let's see the other cards. So the general card is one of the wind, the dawn, which is amazing. And it's again, very, very like uplifting energy, breaking through energy. In love, we have Seven of Wands. Okay, like that's a good energy too. And the outcome is the Three of Cups, and it's kind of going with the celebration of this first week, and also, well, we will see. But for the sustainer, the second archetype is the Three of Existence, works behind the scenes, tending to take tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start to finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine circle of life. It's common for the sustainer to be overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us and it needs our love. Okay, I will not go into more detail. I just want to say that this is so great because April, as we know, and I don't know how many of you are attending to their gardens and you are having like this better connection to nature, but this is something that a sustainer does. So I will say that since this is April and also March, and now we are slowly getting into this spring part, and we are starting to tend to our gardens, we're starting to put seeds in the earth, we're starting to grow things. And I will see this, and I see this right now exactly as that. I see a sustainer coming to light. I see you in the second week of April ready and starting this like wonderful gardening, giving birth to plants and stuff like that, working with the soil, with the earth, being more aware of how much you are polluting it or not, and what you can do for things to change and how they can be different. So this is the energy I see here, because like I said, one of the wind is representing air here, but this is the dawn. It says the dawn, so it's dawning, it's like when you wake up in the dawn and there's like this wonderful weird light, that it looks almost like dreamy and illusionary. And I always see spring as like waking us up from a big sleep, from the dream, from the winter. So definitely something about this card. And sorry, I will clarify the sustainer. Ace of Materials. So Ace of Pentacles, like I said, look at her with all the flowers, with everything. So Ace of Materials is definitely working, definitely doing something with material, but this is, I think, more for you with Earth. So even if you are not doing it, please think about it, because I think this could be very good for you. Okay, let's see the Dawn. Two voices. Okay, there is a choice to be made, and I like the mirroring part here, and the foxes also, and a door. Okay, so two voices is making a choice. You know, you are choosing between two things, but for me it's something that you need to keep in mind. It's like, as above so below. Okay, so as much as you are feeling okay with your energy, as much as you are feeling good about yourself, as much as you are doing things, everything inside will also come to its place. Okay, so don't be so torn between things. Try and get closer to your intuition and work harder on the being closer to what you really want and doing, so the choices then will be easier to make. Seven of Wands is clarified by Seven of Emotions. Okay. So Seven of Wands is like in the love part. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't need to clarify with that, but okay, we'll do this too. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So definitely Seven of Emotions are choices. You are making choices. You're trying to make choices. The Seven of Wands in love is like more, also it's like, I don't want to go into the relationships that make me feel bad, that I'm not feeling good about. So if you are connecting with someone, you will definitely be kind of like, okay, what to do. But you will probably also feel some romantic feelings with this person. So there, if you meet someone in this week and you are trying to like, and you feel something like something might be going on, and you kind of like this person, this is something like very fresh. Okay, it will make you think, you know, you won't be sure right away. So don't make some like very like huge and enormous decisions at this point. Just enjoy if there is something there. If not, look around. You know, there's a lot of things, people sorry, humans. There are a lot of humans out there, so maybe you can connect with some of them in some like a very cool romantic way. Possible outcome is the Three of Cups. Some say Three of Cups is like a third party, you know, somebody entering your life, entering your relationship. But also I see this like connecting with your soul tribe, okay? So I think like in the first week and in the second week, there will also be always like, if there is something like happening, that you will connect again with the people you love, the people you cherish, and the people you like see as your soul tribe, and maybe go there for advice for some love. And also the Sun. Okay, the Three of Cups is clarified with the Sun, which also means that that's why I'm sure it's not the third party. It's just like really your soul tribe, somebody who you really care about, whose opinion you cherish, and who is helping you grow. Definitely grow in this week too, but also in the month of April. Okay, so the third week we have the fault line. Okay, so this is the energy of the third week. Let's see the fault line. I've read this one so many times and I always forget what it actually represents. This is so terrible. Sometimes when you have so many cards, you just cannot remember the meaning of all of them, but you should. So this is not good. Okay, 161. So the fault line is the crack the weak link. I will just go through it like in a very short way. So it's like the fault line. There is an easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. Also, it's like making a reference to that pottery thing when something breaks and then you're like putting the glue in Japanese culture, the pottery part where you are putting it all together with the gold glue. So it says like gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are tough or thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. It is possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended, revisited. The time to heal is high. So in the third week, you will probably kind of, I don't know whether it will be from this like part where you will have more like relationship with the people that you really care about. Maybe something will come out with that in this fault line, but we'll see. Oh, the Empress. The Empress is a wonderful energy, feminine energy, flourishing, everything perfect. So this is the general energy. The love part is Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, now we had it there. This is the love part. And the possible outcome is the Star in reverse, okay, of this week. So we'll see what is this about. So we will have probably something here that will kind of make us feel a bit like something is broken and it needs to be fixed. Let's see, what is it clarified with? Oh, the World. Yes, definitely something that maybe you had some kind of relationship or some kind of situation in your life where things got cracked, okay, and there is a need for them to be solved, okay, because the need to solve something in your life is just not like everything is going to be perfect after that, no, but those are the steps, okay, these are the steps we are taking, because every step is a new lesson, every situation is a new lesson for us. And it's like imagining our life going through different steps, and on each step there's a little gift, and you open it up, and sometimes you like it and sometimes you don't, but that's how it is. And it's perfectly okay for us to feel bad or sad or not happy all the time, but also the movement is very important. It's very important to realize our mistakes or something that is, well, not good for us, and to change it, for our own sake and everything around us. So definitely road to Empress here in your like overall energy of the week is to, mend the cracks, put some glue on it. So the Empress, like the general energy, is like the nurturer, the mother, the most feminine energy, like flourishing really definitely in your garden. So if you started something, like I said at the beginning of the week, this is like really being like in the most beautiful energy and feeling very, nurtured, and you want to nurture others. And this is explained by, I'm sorry. Oh, Four of Voices. So maybe you will like rest in this energy. You will have to stop a little. So if there's something happening in the third week that needs your energy, this is the time when you will like say, okay, now I'm resting. I don't want to like bother myself too much with everything. I'm feeling good in my energy right now. I just want to rest. So you did something good. Now you need rest. So it's like rest and doing something. That's the third week of your month. The Page of Wands is in reversed here. So in the love department, seems like in the third week there will be not so much movement, like things will kind of come to a halt. But also it says here a honeymoon. So for some of you, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So some of you, maybe if you are in a connection with someone or you're in a couple, you will decide to take a rest. So like I said, this whole week is kind of like resting in a way. And there's not something for feeling here in the end of the week. So let's see what is the Ace of Inspiration. Sorry, I'm hearing voices. Ace of Inspiration, which is your energy. So I'm not sure why this is not going, like why the star is in reverse, but obviously there is like a strong need for your energy, like to come to your energy, because this Ace of Inspiration is like really inspiring card, the movement card, the intuition card, everything like, fun. So definitely if you are the ones that are on the honeymoon, you will definitely get inspired. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe the movement needs to be like you and the person you're connecting to go somewhere and lit things up, because sea star is like also like a little fiery, so definitely need to kind of like put things into motion. So don't get too stagnated, don't get too restful, don't get rest if there's a rest, if rest is not needed. Really do it if you really did something at the beginning of the week that is making you feel bad. But with the loved one, you should definitely go and take some vacation and spend some time together. This is something that I see as needed, and that will definitely bring this wonderful energy of Ace of Inspiration to your life. Okay, the last week we have the ocean. Okay, hope some of you are at the seaside already. Okay, the general energy is Six of Cups, but reversed. Usually the Six of Cups in this deck says fate, but here it's in reverse. Then we have the love part is Six of Wands in reverse. And the last one is Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So everything is kind of reversed in the last week. We will see when we see all the energies, is there any reason why this should happen? But let's see the ocean. La, 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 la. The unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensive. Yeah, you keep like you went from the underworld to the incomprehensive. That's really really interesting. But it's definitely looking like realizing that we are just a drop in the ocean, realizing that we are a part of something much bigger than us, realizing that there is no ego, that ego will not help us to go further in our lives, to be richer, to be better, to be more loved, more happier, more whatever. And there is actually very much need of realizing that we are connecting and that we are connected to something much bigger than us, and that we need to be connected because we are social beings. So there is like a strong need for connection, or not need for connection, but kind of implying to you, please, realize this. Don't get too much into your ego, and maybe, you will allow yourself to be more open to things. And it's definitely I would say connecting to emotions, water. Okay, the ocean, water, the sea and the ocean. And it's more like definitely getting closer to your emotions and allowing these emotions maybe to, come out. Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, awakening. See, it's explained with the awakening. So I would definitely say it's like awakening the emotions, awakening uh, yourself, realizing that, like I said, the ego is not the way to go. It's more like, okay, let me try and be more humble, more grateful. Let me express more gratitude for my life and what I have till now, and what I managed to achieve till now. So maybe really, really looking into your emotions. I mean, there's a lot going on in this month, the next month for you when I pull these cards like that. But I think that this is the real thing. We always go through different emotions in our lives, and every month is full of everything, but we don't realize it at first. So definitely, Aries, the last week of April going into May, you will have this kind of like awakening moment, maybe feeling more your emotions more deeper. And I see this Six of water, Six of Cups in reverse. I mean, Six of Water or Six of Cups is more like a very nostalgic energy. And I would say that in this situation is like not allowing this to pull you down, not allowing yourself to go into like yearning for something that was over. Maybe even like letting go, finally letting go of something from your past. Oh my God. Six of Cups is explained by the Six of Cups. Okay, this is crazy. Yeah, definitely a lot of emotions. Definitely going back and forth with what you want from your life. Like what kind of life you want, what is like the family for you, what is your like what did you like about your maybe previous relationship, what you didn't like. I mean, there will be a lot of remembering and this awakening and emotional part with the ocean. I think, yeah, this week will be a lot maybe like a very, very challenging week for you. Let's see love. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. You have Six of Wands in reverse. So, like we said before, Six of Wands, just a minute. It's like more like a victory card, but in reverse, it's like, okay, we're not still there yet. So the love part is like more still be optimistic, call in your still soulmate. If you are connected with someone already, go on a little honeymoon, because things can get very washed up in a long-term relationship. You sometimes need to steer things up. This is something that we have to do. We're like that. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like a possible outcome. Well, I would say that this is a possible outcome if you allow it to be, but let's see. King of Swords is explaining this. This is exactly what I wanted to say. It's like you have to be aware of what you want. This month is going to be a lot, and you definitely need to be in like aware of all the things that are happening, aware of the energies and how to deal with them and what can you do with them. So just looking like this, like the whole month, okay. In this first like general energies part, there is a lot of things that you need to deal with. Probably like letting go of some things that were like keeping you stuck. Even like some really deep fears, like fear of death or something like this. You need to like start connecting to nature, doing your thing. If you are a gardener, like you will probably be already there, but if you're not, start that. Like rebuild some of the cracked relationship, okay, just at least not rebuild them like completely, don't have to go back and everything should be the same, but try to mend them, and definitely connect with your emotions. In this general part, it's like you will go through the Victory and to Dawn and to the Empress and to, well, some nostalgic feelings. But definitely I see a lot of positive things happening to you if you are doing the things correctly and right for yourself. If you open up to doing the things in a way that you should do and you feel that you should do, if you find this energy, you will definitely connect a lot with your soul tribe. There's a lot of energy of that. In the love department, there is like there's a lot of wands, okay. This is definitely fire energy, and it's like you're trying to wake it up, but then you don't, and you try to open up, but then you don't. But definitely there is something happening there. So don't close yourself to love, really think really hard. Who would this person be for you? Who would you want to connect with? And I'm sure that maybe the April won't be the love month. I think the April will be more of connecting to your soul tribe month, mending something that was broken, some relationship that were broken, finishing some cycles, but also this awakening card is like amazing. So this is something that in the end of the week we can expect, getting some new knowledge, realizing like, what was this whole path and cycle about, and what was this whole month about in the end also. So self-reflecting, but really, ending the week with the King of Swords, with a strong energy where we know what we want. We don't want any bullshit. We have the wisdom, we have the knowledge, we have the freedom, we have the fire also. Everything is there, okay? So it seems like at the end you end it strong, okay? Strongly on your feet. And that is it. I don't know. I hope you like this kind of reading. For me, it's kind of really interesting. It's going. I'm having a bit like a struggle with the archetypes, but I see the time is not so bad, so I can use the books. This is the new one, the Oracle. It's Siblis Oraculum, Oracle of the Black Doves of Africa. I like it. There's a lot to read sometimes, but sometimes it's really short. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there's your card. I didn't even say. I don't know how much you will see, but these are all Libyan mosaics. Okay, so the picture depicts that, and they're very interesting cards. So I don't know how much you see. It's like an old building, kind of like, and you got the abandonment. Okay, so they are very honest. No joke with these cards. So this one, if we end in a bad note, I will pull some other cards to end on a good note. But this is the risk I'm taking, okay, to even end in a weird way, because I really like these cards. And I think everyone should read them. So, the abandonment. Where is it? It's lost forever. Oh, it's the last one. Okay. It's not the last one. Okay. So the abandonment says the following. Gnawing on the reed will not make the fruit return. Key symbol is this scene depicts the ruins of a 1st century Roman theater. At one time, this was the location of great performances and joy, but the possibility of both was denied to certain people based on socioeconomic inequality that wouldn't permit them to enter. It doesn't matter now. It's been decaying too long to be fixed. This card represents the necessity to move on and seek amusement elsewhere. Religio-mythological association is with Terminus. Terminus was the Roman god of boundaries. Divinatory meaning is let it go, say goodbye, this is not worth your energy. Okay, so however and whatever, like I said, there were things to mend. There is some nostalgic feeling, there is things happening, but if there is a need to let go of something and you feel it deeply in your soul, then this is the card. Okay, things that are not serving us should be let go. We shouldn't try to repair them. If there is no love, if there is no respect, if there is no possibility to improve, if there is no moving forward, if we don't have any use or anything, we're not getting anything from a certain situation, person, job, project, whatever it is, then definitely the abandonment is the right card. Okay, so I don't think it's a bad card. I think it's a good card. So I can finish the reading. Okay, I hope you liked the reading. Of course, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and tell me what you think about it. Also, I want to thank everyone who is watching me. I always kind of forget to say it at the beginning because I don't know. I kind of feel like I should end at the end of the video, but probably I should end say thank you at the beginning too. But anyway, I really am grateful for you to watch my videos, and whoever is watching and supporting me, this means a hell of a lot to me. And it's actually making me go forward with this and try to build something from this channel. So if there's any suggestions, any questions, anything you want to tell me, please write, please put comments, and tell me how this reading seems to you. And I think I will stick to this one for a while. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Kisses, and see you next month. Bye bye.